Hello everyone. Joseph Brownlee, Body of Christ Real Talk with 15 minutes of important topics and relevant for today and looked at through the lens of a Christian. Now this is part 2. What I want to talk about is face altering. Yes, it is a thing out there that's called face altering, and a lot of social media uses this. This is kind of a topic that you usually don't hear me talk about on this show. But since this is Super Saturday, what I deal with losing weight and how to be healthy, this all goes together. Now, there's a trend going on, and I'm leaving off what I talked about in the last podcast. There's a trend going on in social media. Now, this is a visual trend, not so much for physical, but this is a visual trend that's going on in America that can alter your looks. It's a hot trend. You got the Canvas, you got the face apps, you got different things, I think, from Instagram and to TikTok that can alter your looks. And remember what I said in the last podcast, you just do not know what's real or who is real because they got the technology of AI now that could just make up faces that of people that do not even exist. Yes, ChatGPT and AI has a technology that can make up faces that don't exist. And I'm going to tell you where I'm going with this. And like I said earlier, now there's pros and cons with this. And to me, I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's more cons than pros because I have to look at everything through a biblical lenses, a biblical perspective, and the definition that white images can be so deceiving. The Bible uses a lot of images as symbolic looks. And the Antichrist will also use an image of himself during the tribulation period, the last 3.5 years of the tribulation period. So all of this is leading to that, no doubt. No doubt is leading to that. Now, I talked about the pros and the cons of face altering. And that's all it is face altering because it's nothing wrong with it in a sense if you don't use it long term. Then I talked about how I believe, it can affect you mentally to have you want to look like that so bad. You really think you look like that. You don't know from reality to falseness, if I can put it that way and everything. So when you show your face on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or even LinkedIn that's using a lot of fake images with AI, when you do that, you look so beautiful. No doubt about that, you look wonderful. But after a while, the more I look at it, I see that it's fake. It's not you. Why? Because I can find the mishaps of what's wrong with it. It might be the glowing. It might be the eyes. It's something that make you look more robotic. It looks so unreal because humans don't know how to make nothing. We don't have a definition what perfect look alike. We have no definition how we're going to look like in the heavenly places. I know I will look like myself, but I will be in a perfect body. I have no idea how it's going to look, But after a while, when I look at it in my own experience, I see that this has been altered. It's not really you. And I'm not saying it's wrong because just say women, for instance, men too, but women is known to wear makeup. And usually when women wear makeup, you're not seeing the real them. And I'm not using this as a negativity because even biblical days, women and men wore makeup, period. So I'm not knocking makeup if you use it modestly in the right way. And what is makeup really for is to make you look more better. You're unhappy with your looks or someone believe that you will look better if you just added makeup and covered this up and cover that up, which is not a bad thing. Cover up the so-called imperfectness of your face and stuff like that. That's really the thing that women use makeup. And women would not use makeup if they was happy with their natural looks. They would not use makeup. And most women are so beautiful and so natural. Just say, for instance, if you met a woman that never wore makeup for the first time, the photo will come in your brain of how that woman really look. You will get her full features. Whatever deficiencies you see on them, that's what you get. And you might fall in love with that woman because you see her, she really look without the makeup. You used to her looking that way. And I can say that with my fiance as well. You're used to looking at that person that way. Then if she started wearing makeup all of a sudden, something she never done before, you see a different person. It might not be so beautiful to you. It might even make them look ugly to you in a sense because you're used to them without makeup. You follow what I'm saying? Just like different countries don't wear makeup. They have a natural beauty in South America, unless they get westernized. America loves to make things look phony, just like they do food, and they forget their natural looks and everything like that. So you're used to looking at a natural person, a natural woman. That's the woman you fell in love with, not the makeup. Now, makeup helps now. Don't get me wrong, makeup helps. But you will never get the full essence of what that person really looked like, which I think is very important. Now, makeup, you go to the biblical thousands of years, they have been wearing makeup for thousands of years. See, they've been doing a lot of things for thousands of years. That does not mean it's ordained by God. And that does not mean that God is against makeup, because you got some preachers saying God hates makeup and he's going to do, no, they have a real misunderstanding what the Bible's talking about. Okay. So God did not ordain makeup or nothing like that. Man made makeup. Remember, God made us perfect. Without Adam and Eve did not have makeup. They was who they were, beautiful people. God made everybody beautiful. But man is not happy with their look, so makeup came in for one reason or the other for men and women. But my point is, when you meet, I can see my woman with makeup or without makeup. See, my fiance, I seen her with it and I seen her without it. So I know how she really looks. But a lot of people, men that dates women, and a lot of people use this altering for dating apps that I hear, which is very deceiving. You looking for a disappointment. I'm gonna tell you that now, because if you're gonna get together, you can't go to bed with that makeup on. You got to take it off. Well, I'm not getting into that. My point is, and I'm not knocking makeup. My point is that many men and women see someone on a profile, if you're in a dating profile, whether it's a so-called Christian profile, which is, I'm not for that at all. I've been there, done that. I don't trust it because of Christian. Most of them are not Christians or self-claimed Christians in a sense. When they use a lot of this to alter their faces just to get the bait. It's like a bait. You alter your face because you're not happy the way you really look. That's all true. You're not happy the way you really look. And some of these people don't look bad at all. They don't need it, women or men. But they're using it as bait to attract someone. So therefore, when you do that and you alter your face like that, you are deceiving someone. You are deceiving the one you're trying to bait. And you may be in for a disappointment when they see how you really look if you're going to meet each other physically. That's on the man or the woman's side. Even if you alter your body, don't you know you got to meet each other physically unless you plan on losing weight before you meet them? That's the cons I'm talking about. See, that's why I don't recommend a believer to use these type of things, especially for that. Even if you're using a dating app. Because me and my fiance, we met online. Craigslist years ago, but that's a long story. So I don't knock that, but you don't have to alter yourself. You can if you want, but a lot of times you're going to be misled in your own psyche because you can believe that you really look like that. Then you have to think of a way, man, how can I really look like this now? Because sooner or later I got to meet this person physically. And I don't want them to be disappointed. And that's a big fear when it comes to these dating apps, which is, I'm not for that at all. Because it's a lot of deception and a lot of it leads to trafficking and all that kind of crap. But my point is, even when you're dating somebody in virtual, photo-wise, that's the danger of it. Because when you're doing, me and my lady used to do webcam, when they called it webcam. When you're doing a video chat or something like that, you see each other. She might wake up in the morning, I wake up, but we see how we really look. You're talking with each other. So you see the structure, you see the eyes, you see the teeth, you see everything of that person with or without makeup. See, and you're getting to know each other. You know how your wife or your fiance or your lady friend looks with or without makeup. You know that. But these people that's altering their faces to try to attract the opposite sex It's like deceiving the other side, whether you're a man or a woman. That's why I don't recommend a believer to do that. Just use your own face. There's nothing wrong with just buffing it up a little bit, but be real with the person, because that can lead to a lot of heartache and stuff like that, especially for the female. The man can handle it more than the female. When a female see a look on a man's face when they meet in person, they find out this person wasn't glowing and looking like they was on these photos. It's totally opposite, because photos can deceive people, whether you're using a face app or not. Photos can make you look better or make you look worse. That's the problem. So ain't nothing like physical dating, and stuff like that, or meeting a person in person. You see, because it's a chance you might live with this person forever, and you don't want to live with the person. All you know about this person, how they look, is their makeup. And some men gets disappointed when a woman take off their makeup, because sooner or later, before they go to bed, the majority of women don't sleep with makeup. They have to take it off. And you don't want to shock your partner. See, that's the thing with makeup, So let your partner, I believe women, let them see you how you look without your makeup. That'll let you know if they really like you or they like the makeup. That's something you never thought about. You want to know if that man really likes you or they like the makeup you put on. Now, I'm not talking about your personality. Sometimes a personality goes a long way and they're not as shocked because they just like you. But a lot of men, when you take your stuff off sometimes, which I think you should, let them know how you really look, so you can know, are they going for you for your looks? And if they going for you just for your looks, which is nothing wrong with looks, you will know if you take your makeup off and look at their expression. See, I believe most men will still date you if they're in for the right reason, but a lot of them will not, because they are dating you because the way you look in your makeup. Makeup is like it's a make-up. It is not you. Makeup is something made up. Okay? It is not the real you. So you want that person to see the real you, even if it comes to the point to take your makeup off, ladies. Now let's go back to this face altering. See, we're in a deceiving and deception and deep fake world. There's a lot of fakeness and falseness out there, especially with this dating stuff. The majority of the people you see on apps that you're trying to date, whatever, uses these altering things because they're not happy with themselves. You cannot stop the physical aging or anything like that, so you alter it on social media, which is something you can't do in real life. Besides putting makeup on. Even for the male, they make themselves look younger. They dye their beards to make their beards look darker because they think that's the thing. They have no idea there's many women love a salt and pepper beard. There's many women love the gray. All women don't like black. All women know you're not as young as you look. See, you got a lot of actors still put a lot of dye because they're not satisfied. They think it's a bad thing to get older. You cannot stop age. I don't care how many pills, whatever, things like that. But you can make yourself look better by eating the certain foods and using certain moisturizers and different things like that. Yes, there is a such thing as age being rushed, and you look older than what you are. You don't have to look old. The reason you look like you look, you got to look at what you do. Your background, drinking, smoking, whether it's marijuana, drugs, or whatever like that, that can make you look older. So you hate the way you look now. It's not because you age like that. It's because your lifestyle, too, is the cause of making you look older. So I want you to keep that in mind. Now, as a believer's perspective, I don't think we ought to dabble in that too much. It's okay for a little bit, but we can be deceiving to ourselves and to others. Let someone see you without the makeup. And I'm going to tell you, I've seen some of you guys without the makeup. And you forgot? So don't alter too much because you're not fooling me. I'm happy the way you are now, even with all your and my imperfections. Just like my show, I don't try to be perfect. I mess up, and it is what it is. You don't have to cross every T and dot every I. Be happy with the way you are, because sometimes when you try to alter it, you look bad. And people don't.